put in that blender. Hold on, who is you? Pat him down before he enter. Don't you hang with not a printer cool. Touch back and I ain't even got $2 for you. Roll call when I'm coming with me. No, this ain't jump ball. You can't jump with me. Ball and jump, man. Touch hands.
PA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Dallas Cowboys.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Set for football now at AT&T Stadium. Brandon Aubrey has the honors, and we are underway here in Arlington. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
27-yard line.
Purdy going to the air right away. He's got Watkins on the out route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
I know some they love to start the year off with a deep shot downfield. A smarter play.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Play action. Now Purdy. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Morales. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Right back to him on first down. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Purdy. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up the 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Bates' kick is good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30.
Here we go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, here we go.
They'll run. This is Jaden Blue. And the big boys up front. They're going to stop him right at the line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Yeah, here we go.
Now a first carry here for the running back. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Yeah, here we go.
Dak swinging this out quickly to Lamb. So 8 yards on the completion there. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Now Prescott. That is caught and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So after the 4th down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25.
Here we go, 46.
Prescott now. Drops it to Blue, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Clock running, under a minute to go now here in a fast-moving first quarter. Looking to throw. Prescott. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A good display of footwork. It gets him just inside the 5 to the 4. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss, because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled them a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost, and then a little bit more.
Here's 3rd and 3.
Yeah! Any point!
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it, looking at a 4th down and 2. Here's Prescott. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on 4th down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on 4th down. As you said, in the red zone. Definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around, 1st and 10. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Purdy. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing here, Purdy. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Purdy looking to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there's a 49er who's in some discomfort. Boy, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Purdy. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Niners first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 37. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
First down, 49ers.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Purdy now to throw. He's got a man. It's his fullback. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. 36 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They used their fullback and pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
37-yard line.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Second and 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Here comes third down at 7.
Yeah! Here we go! Wide 54, wide 26.
Now Prescott. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Go ahead.
Back to throw, Purdy. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2nd down and a yard.
Get set.
Looking to throw. Purdy. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking sideline, and that's caught by Watkins. They call it no gain there on the first down play.
He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10.
Watch out!
Out of the gun, Purdy. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Purdy from the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing, Prescott. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield, because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses, catch the ball, how much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Here we go, 46. 26.
Prescott to throw it. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Prescott. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Niners 10, Cowboys 7. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And leading 10-7, and they may just want to get this to the locker room. Play action. Now Purdy. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Well, with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Here's Purdy. This offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Hands it off out of the gun. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. Bates' kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
And taken down just shy of the 40.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Third and 2.
Yeah! There we go!
To throw is Prescott. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
35-yard line.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Out of the gun, they run with Blue. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll try and run again with Blue. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down.
Yeah! Here we go!
He'll look to throw. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. 31 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from taking the lead. Aubrey now for the PAT. And this puts them on top by a penny. It's 14-13.
14, 49ers 13. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
21-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Throwing to start the drive. Purdy. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And it's second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Purdy. Again, that's Watkins. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. This 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun. Purdy. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And a solid run down inside the 30.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd down and 3. They go play action here. Purdy. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Purdy. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So a response there to the touchdown of the opening drive of this 3rd quarter as they're able to reclaim the lead.
And I think you'll take that because obviously you'd like to be able to match them touchdown for touchdown, but the first order of business was to get the lead back, and they've done that. Now you want to give a good pep talk to your defense to take it from there.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Prescott now. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Operating from the gun, Purdy. That is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Purdy. That's complete to Palmer.
Oh, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now Purdy. Going for a right side here, complete. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Shotgun now with Purdy. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Get set. Yellow.
Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Get set. Yellow.
Throwing here, Purdy.
No receivers open downfield, so instead of forcing the ball to the sideline, he's going to throw this one down to Fort Worth. He'd rather have the incompletion than the turnover.
They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on 3rd down. Purdy looking to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Watkins. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Jordan Watkins from 10 yards out. And the Niners are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. Now an important extra point here to maybe salt this one away. And that makes it a 9-point game. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
And he is going to lose yardage here. All told, it's a loss of 8 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 17. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Here's Prescott. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
Yeah, here we go.
Now Prescott. And he rifles one incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Yeah. Here we go.
Here's Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Looking to throw. Prescott. That is caught. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Now he's going to step up and run. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Here's Dak. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Yeah, here we go.
Here's Prescott. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's third down now. To throw, Prescott. He's got his target. That's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
First down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
90 ticks to go. Still time, but they need this onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go 10.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
They got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get through and protect the ball. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long.
18, watch out! Yellow.
Back to throw, Purdy. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to at least make it a 5-point cushion. And off the crossbar, and it kicks back out. Needed maybe a foot or two, but it's no good as it stands. And that will keep this a 2-point game. All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
1-yard gain.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. You've got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
They'll come up now. 2nd and 9.
Yeah, here we go.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Second and 6 coming up.
Yeah, here we go. 26.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Brandon Aubrey on for the Cowboys field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
It's on target, and it's good. From 51 yards out, he drills it.